Good morning. Welcome to Marathon County Public Library Storytime. My name is Miss Laura, and we are going to read some stories and sing some songs and have some fun. So, all our stories today have to do with the dark or animals that live in the dark. So I brought a few of my friends here to join us. These are all animals that you might see out in the dark. This is a firefly. He's got a little rear end that lights up. And we've got an opossum. We can also call it a possum. And we have a skunk. And he's a puppet. And you're going to see some of these animals in some of the stories that we read. First, we have to sing our welcome song. So let's sing our Hello Friends song, the sign for hello and the sign for friends. With our pointer fingers, we go one on top of the other and then flip it over. So we'll sing, hello friends, hello friends, hello friends. It's time to say hello, hello, and welcome. So our first story is called The Very Lonely Firefly. Here's our firefly, and we're going to see a lot of him in the story. Now, the beginning of this story actually has a little bit of information about fireflies, that they're not actually flies, they're soft-bodied beetles, and they have a luminous light-giving organ that blinks on and off in the night, and it is to attract other fireflies. So that's why they shine. You might see them in the night flying around. They look like little tiny lights in the sky. As the sun set, a little firefly was born. It stretched its wings and flew off into the darkening sky. There he goes. It was a lonely firefly, and it flashed its light searching for other fireflies. You can see his light right there. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a light bulb lighting up the night. There's people in the window. There's the light bulb. The people are saying, "Hear that noise? There's something going on." The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a candle flickering in the night. Here's another person holding a candle, and she's saying, "What's going on?" The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a flashlight shining in the night. And here's a guy carrying the flashlight outside, and he's saying, "Quiet out there. There's something going on outside." The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a lantern glowing in the night. There's the lantern, and the kids are coming outside now, and they're saying, "What is it? Hey, stop fighting. What's going on?" The firefly saw several lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. There was a dog, and the dog is going, "Grrr, bow wow." A cat, and the cat says, "Meow, hiss." I think the cat and the dog are fighting. An owl, their eyes reflecting the lights. The owl says, "Hoot." The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a car's headlights flooding the night. Now they're all in the car. There's the headlights. The dog's in the car, the cat, all of the family. There's the owl flying behind. And the people are saying, "Look, wow, it's beautiful." They see something up ahead. The fireflies saw many lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. They were fireworks, sparkling and glittering and shimmering in the night. There's a lot of lights in the sky now. When all was quiet, the firefly flew through the night, flashing its light, looking and searching again. Then the very lonely firefly saw what it had been looking for. What do you think it's going to see? Look at that. A group of fireflies flashing their lights. Now the firefly wasn't lonely anymore. They all found each other finally. No longer lonely. Now was our firefly story. There he is, flying around, shining his light. Before we read our next story, we should sing a song. I think I'm going to have our possum join us. Now, like I said earlier, possums are animals that you would see in the night. They usually are only active at night, so you might not ever see one during the daytime. And you can call them possums or opossums. They're both correct. So our possum is going to do something that he probably wasn't ordinarily do. He's going to ride an elevator. So get your elevators ready at home. You can use a stuffed toy, or you can just use your hands. We're going to be going up the floors of the elevator. All right, let's sing our song. It goes, let's go ride on the elevator, elevator, elevator. Let's go ride on the elevator. Come along with me. Now get down low. First floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor, and down, 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 down. Very good. I think our possum liked riding on the elevator. Something new. And our next story is going to have a possum in it, or an opossum. It's called Night Animals. And there's going to be a whole bunch of different night animals in this one. Hey possum, what are you doing in there? There's a skunk. I'm hiding, shh, he says. Looks just like our friend opossum over here. What are you hiding from? Night animals. Now keep quiet. Looks like they're hiding in a tree. Can you move over? Let's find somewhere else. Look at that. They're all crammed in the tree. Not much room. Oh! The skunk says, did you hear something? Possum says, are you trying to scare me? Who's coming? He says, help me! Aroo! The skunk says, help you! You're a wolf! And if you look closely, you'll see the skunk got a little scared, and he's got a little stinky spray coming out of him. And oh dear, it's making the possum a little woozy. Skunks do that when they're scared. The wolf says, but something is following me. Skunk says, what is it? And look, poor possum, he's passed out on the ground. Possums do that when they're scared. It's big and hairy with long, sharp claws. Possum says, I'm not here. What is this that's coming now? It looks like a bear. You guys gotta help me, something huge is coming. Wolf says, what can be bigger than a bear? And the skunk says, why is the sky getting darker? And look at the poor possum, he's still passed out, hanging by his tail. The bear says, night animal, run, hide. And they're all running off. And then, who's that? A bat up in the air yells, stop! What are you so scared of, says the bat. The bear says, we're scared of night animals. Look at how scared they are. Poor possum's still passed out. The bat says, but you are night animals. The bat is one too. Oh. Now, there's a tent over here and it says, did you hear something? People in the tent, uh-oh, shining their light. Click. Here's all the night animals. What's gonna happen? Run, run! They're all taking off. They're afraid. Skunk is spraying his stinky spray again, and the people in the tent are running away too. Run! And up in the tree we see a hoo hoo hoo, and poor possum looks like he's about to pass out again. The end. Everybody got scared again at the end, but it seemed like nobody really needed to be scared. They were all night animals. They all belonged out there, and you would see them out there in the night if you were camping too. Okay, before we do our last story, I think we should sing one more song, And we should probably sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, since all of our stories have to do with the night and all the things that we see in the night. And stars are things that we see in the night. So get your stars up high in the sky and get them twinkling. We're going to sing Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Very good. And you get a lot of chances to see the stars up in the sky now because it gets dark really early right now. So when it gets dark, you can look out your window or go outside and look up and see all the stars in the sky. Our last story is going to be something else you can see in the sky. It's going to be about the moon. There was a really big moon this last weekend. I hope you got to see it in the sky. This book is called The Boy and the Moon. Let's see what happens. Boy and the Moon. It was midnight. Late at night. They're looking out the door when the dancing and the howling began. Oh, there's animals dancing, dogs howling. There's the moon up in the sky. They howled at the moon, they howled at life, and they howled with all the things in the night. So, lots of animals in the night, and a child out there dancing too. There's even a flower dancing. But that night was dusky dark, and the moon got stuck in a tree. Oh no! There's the moon stuck in, it looks like it's an apple tree. The dancing and the howling stopped, and everyone grew sad. So they all decided to save the moon. There they are looking up at the moon, stuck in the tree. But Owl was afraid of heights, and Rabbit did not feel lucky, and Flower had fainted, poor Flower, and Toad was hiding. Chicken had a bad, bad bellyache. So Dog tried. Unfortunately, dogs cannot climb trees. Poor dog, it looks like he tried and he slid back down the tree. But children can. So this little boy, he's climbing up the tree. You see some apples on the branches. And though he was afraid, the boy climbed high to the very top where the moon was crying. He hugged and he nudged, he pushed and he pulled, he jumped, 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 jumped. But the moon was still stuck. Poor moon. Then the boy had a thought, a delicious thought, a bright, ripe red thought. He picked the apples, every last one, and fed them all to the moon. There he is, holding an apple out to the moon. The moon looks pretty happy. Until the moon was full and so big and so round, she rolled right off the tree. The moon is all full of apples now, rolling off the tree. Up into the night sky. Look at the happy moon. And the dancing and the howling began again. They howled at the moon, they howled at life, and they howled with all the things in the night. There they are, all dancing again. Good night. And then they must have danced so hard they all fell asleep in the doorway. And there's the moon peeking through. Nice ending to our story time about things in the dark, nighttime. Before we go, we should probably sing our ABC song. So I hope you can join me at home while we sing our ABCs. Are you ready? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Thanks for joining me today. Have a great day. Enjoy the nighttime tonight. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.